morning. Chef Aaron from Kroger shows us how to make the perfect steak sandwich.
Good morning, I'm Chef Aaron with Kroger, and we're at the 1883 Eatery above the On the Rhine Kroger. And I'd just like to thank them for letting us use their space and show you guys that the bar is opening on July 8th, but they have these nice little cards that are going on the table. If it's green, it's clean. If it's red, you need to wait for it to be clean, but the tables are nicely spaced. Moving on to the recipe, today we're making a steak sandwich. So the steak sandwich is super simple. Today I am using a sirloin that we have seasoned in our Fresh and Delish in the meat department. It's just a heavy salt and pepper seasoning. And I'm searing it to my liking, which is medium rare. You can cook this however you want. It will not affect the recipe. So I've got one finishing up right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. And as I pull that off, I wanna let that rest for at least 10 minutes. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna let all those juices just soak right back into the meat. And as that's resting, I'm gonna get some buns in the pan, some brioche buns that we're using today, and we're gonna let those toast up. And the steak itself can be grilled, it can be put in a griddle. I'd pop it on the grill if it were me. And after we let that rest, we're gonna make a little bit of a sauce. So it's even parts of mayonnaise and Private Selection carne asada sauce, which is gonna give a little bit of spice to it. And you can see right here, I have in the bowl, you're not gonna need a crazy amount of this sauce. We're gonna put a little bit on some fresh arugula, and then a little bit on the toasted bun. So as I mix that up, I put, like I said, a little bit on the arugula. We're gonna mix that up almost like a slaw, but just a quick salad. We have our toasted bun. We're just gonna put a little bit on the bottom as a buffer. And then I have fresh on the vine tomatoes. I recommend these tomatoes. They're gonna be a little bit sweeter, a little bit more powerful in flavor. And then that's just gonna go on the bottom. I'm gonna move over to my plate here as we begin to stack it. And like I said, I have a medium rare steak that I like. I've sliced it about as thin as I possibly can by hand. If you want to chop it, you can chop it up a little bit finer. And the beauty about this recipe is you can make it into a steak sandwich, but you can also make it into sliders. So again, as we have this sauce on top of the arugula, I'm just going to mix a little bit up. And that's gonna go right on top of the steak. And then we're gonna take our bun and set it on top. And very simply with this, I just have some exotic chips to go with it. I kept it simple today. If you're grilling out, or if you're having fun on the 4th, you don't wanna spend too much time standing around that grill. You want to take it easy, spend some time with family and friends. There you have it, about as simple as it can be. Steak sandwich on a brioche bun, a little bit of spicy mayonnaise, and some exotic chips to go with it.